I'm Patrick Lancaster, and Ukraine has once again targeted and killed vacationers or tourists inside of Russia, using these tourists as weapons of terror by killing them and terrorizing the rest of the population and vacationers or tourists of the region for that matter. We can see that Ukraine has hit this beach in the Krasnodar region of southern Russia. We can take a look right here. And not really words can describe how serious this is. I mean, we've got a military, the Ukrainian military, that is being supported by the majority of the Western world, both financially, militarily, and they say morally. But this isn't just the first time Ukraine has attacked civilians. I mean, that's a daily event, but vacationers or tourists inside of Russia. It's happened over and over. And let's just take another look at that attack, and you can see, just kind of try to comprehend this. The height of the tourist season inside southern Russia. Families, children on the beach, trying to live their life, having a vacation on the Black Sea, and this happens. And Russia and the Minister of Defense of Russia has come out and said that over 40 civilians were injured and at least 7 were killed so far. And that unfortunately includes 3 children. I mean, just a really horrible situation. We can see that Ukrainian drone coming at the beach from the sea, and we can hear small arms fire. Obviously, to me, maybe not to all of you, the small arms fire is trying to shoot the drone out of the sky before it hits its target, which in this case, as we see, it hit a crowded beach of families. And as I said, unfortunately, this is not the first time Ukraine has targeted vacationers or tourists. On June 23rd, 2024, a Western-supplied ATACMS missile carrying cluster bombs exploded over a busy beach in Crimea, killing several vacationers and tourists and injuring a reported over 150. And I say Western supplied. This is Western ammunition carrying a mostly banned cluster bombs fired on civilians. Now, the Ukraine government said that it acknowledged the attack, said it was not intentionally on civilians. Well, if you hit a crowded beach, what are you hitting? And the Ukraine uses this guise of, again, using terrorist attacks on civilians to terrorize the rest of the civilians. I mean, when we saw this not long ago with the attacks on the Russian Amazon, where they attacked the Russian Amazon warehouses to, in their words, bring the war to the normal Russian people. This is what the commanders in Ukraine said. This is what's been happening over and over and over again. I mean, we see this attack on a Russian beach in Crimea. Okay, Ukraine says it's a Crimean beach. Russia's been in control since 2014. I was there showing you that. I've been there dozens of times since. West says it's part of Ukraine, but the people say it's Russia. And in fact, if someone was born there before 1956, they were born in Russia because Crimea was Russia before 1956. Now, don't you think they should have the right of self-determination? Well, Ukraine doesn't, and the rest of the Western world does not either. But I think they deserve it. So several killed in this attack, 150 injured. Let's take a look at the attack itself. And there we can see the cluster ammunitions coming down and actually exploding on the beach and in the Black Sea. Look at that, just next to the guy running there. Just horrible. I mean, even if this was not an attack deliberately on civilians, as Ukraine said, how could you launch a weapon like that in a civilian area near a beach? Even if it was a little bit off, they're not that far of a difference where they come down. So I mean, that was aimed near the beach or at the beach, and many children died, many civilians died, and 150 injured. I mean, come on. And this is just a few examples here. I mean, if you watch my reports for the last 12 years, you've seen that, Ukraine just attacking indiscriminately in civilian areas, directly into civilian areas, purposely. I mean, just horrible. And here we just see it over and over and over again. I mean, let's look back at 2023 in Belgorod, Russia. Now, this is not disputed territory. This is Russia that Ukraine admits is Russia's before the 2014 events started. And Ukraine launched attacks on the day before New Year's Eve, December 30th, 2023, Center City, during the holiday festivities, and decimated many, many civilians and tourists and vacationers. I'm just horrible. Let's have a look. This is the center. I'm showing you report there. I'm going to put up the center tree. Now, I believe this is a GoPro, a cam on the police officer. You see the police officers dragging this one alive or dead from the very center square the day before New Year's Eve, where the festivities were, the holidays festivities. Now, keep in mind, in Russia, it's not so much Christmas, the 25th or the 24th, that's the big day. It's actually New Year's Eve. Everything builds up to New Year's Eve. That's where the family holidays is. That's the holiday area in the city. You see people laying dead and injured. I brought you reports from that spot. Now, was this an accident? Now he's telling her, please get to the side. There might be another shell coming in. Get under cover.
Один из взрывов произошел на Соборной площади, вот непосредственно где расположен зимний городок. К сожалению, есть и пострадавшие, и погибшие.
Сокол 301. Да, вызвали. Сокол 120, Славы 43, оперативно, скорую, раненые. Понял, Слава 43. А? Вызвали уже 2 раза.
4 надо. У нас просто машина.
Сокол, Слава 43, 4. Скорой помощи надо. Сокол 120, Богдана Славы, нахожусь, оперативнее скорую.
Говорят, газель любую.
Сокол 120 находится, Богдана Славы, оперативнее скорую. Место сзади есть?
У меня есть.
Давай, подъезжай.
So that's not an ambulance, that's actually a Russian Postal Service truck.
Давайте, грузи.
They're moving back to the hospital. He said, yes.
А?
He said, bring the truck over here. Many buses
Сейчас поедем. Вот.
that-
Обратной стороной заезжай, обратной заедь. Сокол
This isn't trying
120.
to attack on a civilian area, a military target.
Остановил гражданский автомобиль у вас. Буханку, проследуй медучреждение с тяжелораненым. Скорой нету. Да подождите вы с машиной, тут люди умирают. Машина. Я...
Садись,
Так, не-не-не, я за рулем.
За
рулем на этой?
Не, на своей патрульке я сопровождать буду.
Провожай, быстро только, быстро.
Так, ты водитель.
Быстро!
Так,
С ним сюда!
За мной едь, как видишь, так едь. Вот здесь Солярис. Здесь, да, здесь Солярис, на вторую городскую, на гору едем.
С ним поедем здесь. Поедем.
Садись, 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 садись.
These attacks on my YouTube channel.
101, 301.
Пропусти. Давай, 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 пропускай. Давай, 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 давай.
He told that the post truck has bodies injured in it to follow.
Тяжело раненый.
And he's trying. He got out and saying, "Let them by too." That's what I'm trying to escort. Got him to the hospital. And words don't even express the terror of shells hitting a center like that. It's downtown. Just horrible. Imagine if you were in your home city and those shells came down like that, just destroying everything in sight, maiming families, children, your city, your memories. And if that happens on a daily basis, or something like it anyways. Now, again, if you've seen my reports over the last decade plus, you've seen how Ukraine does this over and over and over again. Okay, you can say sometimes things happen or there's mistakes, something gets shut down, goes down the wrong area, but just hundreds of events of Ukraine hitting civilians. I mean, something's got to give. And, as I say in all my reports, get as much information as possible from as many different sources. I don't have all the information, but I give you what they want, what the Western mainstream media hides from you. They're not going to show you these attacks. They're not going to make a big deal. And if they do, they'll say, they're retaliatory attacks and try to justify Ukraine firing a drone and killing families on a beach or in a Christmas celebration area, just horrible. I mean, no words. Comment below what you think and how this war can end, because we all want this war to end. And also comments a link that you think, if you think something I say in my reports isn't quite accurate, comment the link where it goes against any information I say. Give people a chance to see things from different angles, because I want you to see as much as possible. I don't hide things from you. I show you the information I see with my own eyes, or the information that happens that I find that they're not showing you. So I wasn't on those beaches, obviously, but I see this information that's being hidden from you. I mean, it's not disputed information. Ukraine says that the attack on the beach happened. I mean, it's just, well, the first one anyway. This one they haven't commented on yet, but I mean, it's not disputed that these things happened. So search for information for yourself. Think outside the box. Please like, share, subscribe. I got a lot of stuff coming up, so please help support my work with the link on the screen or in the description.